trying to mock Derek, More Plates, More Dates right here.
What's up guys, Derek, moreplatesmoredates.com.
But I'm sorry I've been gone for 3 weeks, guys. Something, just life happens. There's no stopping that. And in this video, I go and buy the highest mileage Cbr1000 I've ever bought. Had 53,000 miles on it. I went and bought it with an electrical issue, non-running. We bought it, we fixed it, we rode it, and we sold it all in this video. So I hope you guys enjoy. We're going to pick up a 2008 Honda Cbr1000 that might have a major electrical issue. It might not, but it's in pretty good condition, and the idea on this video will be to get it done, fixed, rideable, and like sellable, I guess, in this video. All right, so the guy's like an hour 30 away. I cash apped him a security deposit on it. So I just got this truck. I haven't put a motorcycle in the back of it yet, so we're not gonna take the trailer. So we're gonna grab the ramp and the ratchet straps and get on our way. Nerds, nerds, nerds. Boom! Oh.
You got scared for a second.
Why? Scamming people to buy NFTs.
Did you watch that video I sent you?
Dude, you're such a nerd.
Dude, you can't be calling yourself Mullet Daddy because there's only one Mullet Daddy.
Wow, dude, look at the sunset, and it's only 5 o'clock. By a little bit too.
What's up? Yo.
What's going on, man? Reese.
I'm Andrew. Oh.
Was at Barney's for a long time to get. I told him basically.
It's leaking. How much does it leak? Is it leaking from the case?
I'm not. That's one of the things I told him to handle, and they said it was coming from the state.
Yeah, it looks like it's coming from the other side. It has a quick shifter on it.
Yeah, it does.
You're painted wheels. Now I see why you're.
Well, when I got the wheels, they were highlighted.
Oh.
The next clip is kind of confusing, but just know I'm a degenerate and I will gamble on anything. So we're flipping a coin for $100 of the sale price.
It's going on the floor.
Tails.
Tails?
All day.
Sheds? Oh yeah! Let's go! I'm up, dude.
He's up.
In a row now. Here.
That's what I was gonna do. Just get a newer 5.0.
Yeah.
I already had approved here.
Heck.
I bet you it'll be pretty easy to put this in this.
You let us know the process.
The bed lights this truck bed has. You know how to turn them on?
No.
Oh yeah. Big hit with the bed lights.
I mean, it looks pretty nice from here.
I got it. Yeah. Oh man, I kind of appreciate it. We'll see what happens here. I won't know until I really start messing with it. Some better lighting. It really looks, honestly, it looks pretty good in like good lighting, but these are OEM and it does have a significant oil leak because you can see we have a drip of oil in the hour it's been inside the bed of the truck, and it looks like splashing. Like, you know, the oil's going there, it's splashing back, so there's probably a pretty bad oil leak. But these are OEM plastics. I like that. You got it? Always easier going down than up. You see, I got the bike right here. I got it a little pulled apart, but we ran into a couple of issues that got addressed. So I pulled this all apart to figure out where the wiring was bad. Come to find out, there was a bad ground up here in the front part of the wiring harness, so that got taken care of. Now, the battery was also completely shot. I have the OEM battery, or well, the battery that was in it when I bought it. Right here, this battery won't like even take a charge or anything, so I ordered a new battery for the motorcycle, put that inside of it, and when I had the front tip-over sensor connected to the wiring harness, it did start up, which is a great sign. But as you can also see right here, this cluster is really foggy. I ordered a new cluster case cover with like the glass thing. So I'm gonna pull this cluster off, switch the case so we have a clean lens. I also sat here with a flat blade razor for like 2 hours almost, being very gentle, trying to get off like one of these decals which has like clear over it, but he started peeling it off already, so I had to commit to like pulling it completely off because I am going to be saving these OEM plastics on it. But what I'm gonna do right now is get this gauge cluster off, switch out this case with the brand new one. Let's see if you guys can really see how bad it is, but there's this, it's just really, really like foggy and stuff, and there's like paint coming off of it. So we're gonna swap it out with a new one, just like that. We're looking minty. I think putting a fresh gauge cluster glass on these bikes just makes them look so much better, because that's what you're looking at. When you're looking at a clean gauge cluster like that, it makes you feel like the bike's a lot more dialed and everything. But when you're looking through something like this, you're like, man, this thing's just clapped out. We got that in. Now what I'm gonna do is pretty much hook that headlight assembly back up in here and hook all that stuff up. I don't really want to mount these body fairings or the belly fairings completely up. I got this side's like completely mounted up on this side, but that side isn't, because I want to like pull this thing outside in the morning and let it run and see where the oil's dripping from, and then address wherever the leak is, because you can see from it being here, it's really hard to kind of see because the floor is reflective, but it is leaking oil. And yeah, but I'm gonna get that front piece back on while I'm here. All right guys, it's the next day. Sun's about to go down. The shippers still are not here to pick that up. But over here, I got the Cbr1000. It's running, but I have suspicions it's not charging, and I found another part in the harness that it is melting. So right in here, it melted in between these two, like inside the plug, so they're like hitting each other. And yeah, I just kind of had them pulled apart, but what I'm gonna do is probably de-pin it, and then I might just pull out that pin on each side. I might just pull out that wire on each side and then run like a separate wire apart, because it's kind of all melted inside of there, and I don't want to replace this whole front harness because it's like $150. But it is running, and now the idea is, but like it kind of sounds like it's dying. Sounds good. Thing's pretty sweet. For 50,000 miles on this bike, man, it's you really can't complain. Like, the engine sounds pretty dang healthy. What I'm gonna do right now is pretty much just purple power degrease the whole engine, because there is a whole bunch of grease down in this area, and address where we are leaking oil from, so then we can fix that. So I ended up pulling off both belly fairings, because look at all of that grease right there. So I got my purple power, and we're gonna be cleaning this all up, making her look brand new. So this is our little before, and then this thing has absolutely no grease on it. I degreased it like 5 times. So I'm gonna let everything dry off, and then I'm gonna let it run for a little bit and like watch to see where oil's seeping out of. Please tell me this. I have had this thing idling for 20 minutes now. It's at full temp, and there is not a single drop of oil on this floor. That's just water from when I washed it. No oil, and it's not showing any oil leaking anywhere. But we came over here and I addressed the situation with this wire right here. So I pulled this ground plug out of it because it was melted. Let's see if you guys can see. So if you can see in there, that terminal was melted, that right there, and it was shorting out on this when you hit the high beam, and it would shut the whole bike off. So all I did was just, you know, pulled the pin, spliced the harness, and now I got it so this is connected here. And what I'm actually going to do is undo this again, put some heat shrink here, heat shrink it, and let it be. Kind of let it be and realize I'm not seeing any oil leak out of it, so we'll ride it tomorrow and see what happens oil wise. Scared me. What's going on?
I know, I just said I'd come over and say.
See, this right here is what happens. And Jelly's waiting at the gym for me. He'll be there way before me now. And I get caught up talking to my neighbors. And this is why I work at nighttime, because this always happens. Are we recording? Dude, this thing freaking rips. I really gotta see what's going on with this quick shifter. Let's see. It like the gears feel good, everything feels good about this thing. Need to get on the like, bro, she's a ripper. Like, this thing feels dialed. Like, with this many miles on it. Wow, dude, this quick shifter is so sick. Yo guys, I'm gonna be straight up. You could tell me this bike had 10,000 miles on it and I would believe you, because this thing feels dialed. It looks a little worn out from the outside, but like, dude, riding this thing, like, I've rode it 10 miles now and she freaking rips, man. I'm jamming. Like, the quick shifter's pretty freaking badass. The engine sounds healthy. Everything about this is just like a very good experience with this bike. I'm honestly pretty surprised. Now, how long will this engine last in this state with this many miles? I really don't know, because, like, you know, I just don't know the full past of this bike. But other than that, like, dude, this thing, like, I would say if you find the right situation, high mileage bike, I wouldn't, you know, be deterred from buying it, just because the quick shifter is a little weird when you're not shifting quick, or some of the quick shifting.
And the bike's gone. Peace out.
Yeah.
Enjoy the new bike, bro.
Yes, sir.